Buddha, we're Vegas 6.
And you're on Talanoa Time.
Bula Vinaka, Namaste, No Mari, Hello Algeta, Talafalava, and Molelele to you all. Welcome to the show, Vegas 6, and you're on Talanoa Time, where we just want to know more about you and really just have a conversation on what the backstage pass is into your lives. Today is a very special day, Feb 21st, and it is International Mother Tongue Day. So our questions today are more focused around knowing more about your mother tongue and really in general on a deeper level, but related to the theme of mother tongue. What is your mother tongue and what mother tongue, or what dialect do you speak?
Well, for me, my mother tongue is Fijian, all the way at home.
I think for most of us, our mother tongue is Fijian.
Fijian, yes.
The dialect, different dialects. But for me, I'm Lawan. But at home, we hardly spoke Lawan. We actually spoke in the Bawan dialect. Bawan, yeah.
Oh,
For me, yeah.
Yeah, my dialect is a Novotel dialect. I'm from Honolulu.
And Jordan, what's your dialect?
My dialect is the Korosavu dialect.
And finally, Mr. J.Kado.
Yes.
What dialect do you speak at home?
When my mom was alive, we spoke Ratumuri dialect at home. Just that, no English at home, just the Ratumuri dialect.
Which leads us to our second question is, could you say a particular phrase in your dialect or in your mother tongue that deeply resonates with you or strikes up a childhood memory or something that you stand by in your mother tongue? It doesn't necessarily have to be in your dialect. Like for myself, if someone was to ask me that question, because I'm from Tailevu, I would say Warai na Sanga or Tombalinga. So I want to know what's your phrases.
Well, my mom used to use a common phrase at home. Like in English, it would mean, what's up? And she would say, Ada bai bai bai, Ada bai bai bai. That's just basically meaning, what's up? What's happening? What you gonna do?
Must be great memories with your mom as well, especially having a Lawan mother.
Absolutely. Very dominant ladies in the house.
Okay, thank you very much. Trent, what's your phrase?
There wasn't really a phrase, but I could say something in my dialect. So like, say, Tobula Reawe Angu, I then go Trent, or Nuro Madwa.
So, could you? That's in your Mother-Wata dialect.
Yes.
Could you translate that into a Bowen dialect? Oh wait, actually, more on that. The Mother-Wata dialect, you omit some letters,
Yes, it's mostly the K and the T.
or you don't use those
We
letters.
don't, yes. And the Q is mostly pronounced as K.
Ah. So if you were to say that in a Bowen dialect, what would it be?
Bula Vinaka, and then go Trent, El Nakai Madwata.
Oh. And in English?
Hi, my name is Trent, I'm from Madwata.
Oh, okay. It's a little something different with the Mother-Wata
Yes.
dialect. I think that's very unique. Thank you so much, Trent. And Chone?
Well, like I said, we hardly spoke in the Lawan dialect. That's something I deeply regret that we didn't do that at home. Because when I'm with my cousins from my father's side, they all talking in the Lawan dialect. That's something I wish my parents had done it when we were small. But sadly, but I'm happy that we spoke in Fijian. That part I'm happy.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny speaks my dialect.
So he omits the T's and the K's as well.
He was brought up in Honolulu.
I grew up in Honolulu, so yeah, I'm a bit mando to say this. I know more of the Honolulu dialect than my own dialect.
Jordan?
It's like Tony said. At home too, we mostly speak the Bawang dialect. But even though I'm from the Konrawi, the Suva branch kind.
Oh,
So yeah, I think the only thing, only phrase I would say is Bolovina if I meet other people. So yeah.
thank you, Jordan. Thank you very much, gents, for
Naka.
answering those two questions very well. Now, bringing it back to music, these two questions are actually directed to Tanoa and J.Kado.
Really,
Don't worry, it's not very hard. It's more on your recent album. Actually, not so recent, but it was released in August or July, the Kuitaki album. Could you just explain to us what that Kuitaki album was about? How did you come up with the name Kuitaki? What does Kuitaki mean? And how did you decide the songs? Because I know you have Kuitaki, you have Candid Kisses, Tunde, and also almost every Fijian's favorite song, Munupauta.
I
So,
think that was an easy choice for us because Kuitaki was our first ever song that we did independently. It's the first song we wrote independently and we did arrangements, the vocals. And I guess we had to put it up as the name of the album. With Cookie's assistance, he directed us and he thought that was. But all in all, it was an easy choice for us because it was the first ever song we did independently. And I think he'll elaborate more because he's the one who sang it.
what does Kuitaki mean as well? Could you just add that?
Pitak is like swept away, being swept away. Well, my other here wrote most of the song. I helped with the arrangements and the chords and all. So, are we talking about only that song or like the album?
How did you come about choosing those particular songs that I had mentioned earlier to be in that album? Like, was there a particular, like a main theme, and then you drew,
Okay.
you wrote those songs under it? Did you have did you have help from Cookie?
Okay. I, for Kuitaki, it was just us. We wrote that song on our own, and for Murupata, it was like all of us, Vegas and I think it was Cookie and was it Cookie
Ben.
and Ben, eh? Cookie and Ben. And the Candid Kisses, if you notice, it's what should I say? It's from left field, something that uh, it's totally different from the songs that's on that album. It's a country. It's a country song. That's something that we probably we all like it. We just wanted to just try something different, you know. Everyone's releasing
Probably
like
where we started,
yeah,
country music.
like
That's
so
where
one of
we-
our first loves in music. We like the harmonies of country music, and notice it, country music is like a positive music. It's as soon as you hear it, it's the harmonies and the the instruments. It's like positive,
Like a feel-good
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
like a
music.
feel good, bright song. You know, we just wanted to try try the one country song. Yeah, that was the story with Candid Kisses.
Thank you so much for that. You know, for a great album in 2024, I'm definitely looking forward for what you'll release in 2025. Uh, on that on that same note, for Munupauta, Trent, I understand that you led that song Munupauta. Could
Yep.
you just explain to me and also to our viewers on what Munupauta means? I understand it's a slang, a Fijian slang, but could you just enlighten us?
Should the most experienced one answer this
Enlighten
question?
us, oh great one.
Okay, well, one part of the slang means like to drink grog. How you say you drink grog? Drink grog with opposite sex, as in to. You know what it means? Like like when you go to a Fijian song or something, how they have the women come and powder the men.
Oh,
So it's between the women and the men having fun drinking grog.
so both genders
During,
coming
yeah,
together.
both genders coming
Yeah.
together, having fun during occasions, especially.
So it's a festive song.
Yeah, it's kind of a festive song.
It's something to get. It's how we have like, especially during New Year's. It would have been a
Yeah.
really
Oh,
great song for New Year's, where we see the women coming and dressing up their tavales in the dresses and
So,
putting
yeah,
the lipstick
along those lines, yes.
along the
yeah.
oh. Thank you so much for that answer, Trent. Definitely insight, a backstage pass insight onto knowing what the Ngunupauta song was all about. Jordan, how did your upbringing and culture influence your approach to music? Was it through family? Was it through friends? Um, did you learn singing Fijian songs first or singing Dringi? Could you just tell us some more about that?
For me, I grew up in a church musical background. Both my parents were involved in the worship team back in church. So I started at a very young age. So I think most people will notice in me playing drums, it's like I'm playing in church. So I have the same, I don't know how to say it, but I have the same feel of playing in church, and not that I'm trying to bring.
More like your whole heart is
Yeah.
in it. Just like how in church, your
Yeah.
whole heart is in the music,
Yeah.
wherever you're
So
placed.
everything started at home. But yeah, I started learning guitar first, my grandmother, and then moved on to learning other instruments, bass, and then sticked on to drums until now.
Are you able to sing some Fijian numbers as well? Like,
Ooh. My Fijian is not that good, but yeah, I can sing some Fijian numbers.
would you think from joining Vegas 6, it really helped you with learning your Fijian?
Yes, it did.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So who would you learn majority of the Fijian from in the group?
The group.
Or was it just through conversation and
Yeah, just
your
through
talks?
conversations. Just yeah, our talks and
Yeah. We mostly talk in Fijian, including the white fella.
He's
My
white,
Zico,
but
my
he's
Zico here,
Fijian.
the only thing white about him is his skin. Go. The rest is like Fijian saranga.
More Fijian than us.
Thank you, Jordan. Trent, how did your upbringing and culture influence your approach to music?
Well, my family, from my grandparents, on my mother's side, my grandparents, on both their sides, they were very musical. They were very musical people. Um, all my grand uncles used to play guitar. Grand aunties used to sing. Most of them had the choirs wherever they stayed in church. So most of the time, there was always music around it, at home, wherever we go. Even though we're sitting around, we go for a picnic, they'll sit down together, guitar would come out, sing along, everybody sing along. So yeah, they kind of embedded in me that musical side of the family. So that's where it all started from when I was very young.
Thank you for sharing that, Trent. Thank you, Jordan, as well, for your answer. Now to our final question for this episode. It's more in the sense of, for a person that doesn't understand your language or your mother tongue, how would you use music to speak to them and also share your culture?
I guess for in Fiji we're lucky because our forefathers they kept our culture and the language and the stories in form song form. The mekes and the song they told stories of our forefathers. We're lucky to have that. And when the villagers go out to the hotels and then they do the meke, they even though the tourists don't understand what they are doing, they are telling them a story in dance form and singing. Like we're lucky we get to tell our story in song form. Like I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah.
Music is, I think, is probably the most effective way of sending the message across to any audience, whether they're young, old, or from wherever in the world they come from, Chinese, Indian. I think music is powerful enough to get to them.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's a common like when because obviously we play a lot at the hotels and people from all over come to the hotels, Chinese and Russians and again from Spain, Italy. Even though we don't I don't know why they're still laughing. Even though,
You play to Russians, brother.
yeah, I was saying, yeah,
That came out very easily.
uh, so, yeah, so like I was saying, even though we don't, oh, okay, I will wait for the laughter to die down. This will never die down.
Drink water, drink
Okay,
water.
wow. Think you done?
Very
Oh,
slow.
yeah, drink water, drink water. I think you better pour one glass of water over you. I don't know why I said Russia. Okay, sets.
Okay, yeah.
So like I was saying,
Liku.
even though we don't understand each other, like our languages are different, but one thing that brings us together, like a common thing, is music. Yeah? As soon as you start playing the guitar, you hear the drums, and like you can see them like shaking their head, you know, even though they don't understand what we're saying or what, but it's the music is like the language that's getting through to them. Yeah, yeah, it's
You
something.
could change a person's mood. Like if they come in a bad mood, you sing a song that hits them in a good way. You could probably change their mood just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Music
Effect,
magic.
yeah. That's the
How
effect music
powerful
has on
a song
people.
is it? You can, and the other one, you can make them even a lot of them cry, you know, because it triggers memories of them, like a song. They attach it to like a memory, like, and then as soon as you sing it, oh, they, so how powerful music is, and we are so lucky to be doing that as a job, you know, something that we love.
Singing to Russians.
Stop it.
Thank you very much.
Vinaka.
Is there any final remarks that you have in regards to the mother tongue and even culture as a whole, like some of the things that you've seen in this day and age? Any advice you want to give? Like for you, you have both you and Jordan, Johnny and Jordan, you have some lessons in terms of like it's never too late to start learning your own mother tongue, your own dialect, and just in general. Any final remarks?
I think it's probably artists like us, musicians, we have and composers. We were talking about it with Maya the other day. We have responsibility because music gets out more quicker and more powerful. So it's about the lyrics. If you're to educate our younger generation about proper Fijian, I think it's the quickest way to educate them is through writing proper lyrics, proper Fijian lyrics, so that when it gets out there, the children they learn the song much quicker than us. So if we give them the right lyrics and proper Fijian, it's gonna burn quicker. I think that's the fastest way to educate them because I feel the Fijian language is dying out in a lot of places and phases in our daily lives. I think.
I guess we're just happy to have uh, like a culture that we can call our own, and I think it's our duty as well to try and like preserve it, you know, so it doesn't die out. The language and the culture. Na itovo wawunom tanto marore maragiti ng dambulang palatani. It brings sort of like guidelines, you know. If there was no culture, we wouldn't know what to do, know what to say when we go to the songos and all. When I go to my father's side of the family is a very cultural family. You go there, sangana bavitalika, I'm happy my dad taught me stuff that when I go, I know I know what to do, where to sit, who to talk to, who not to talk to, what to say. You know, like now, most of the kids now, like if you see they sa mga Italian, I know they just say anything they want, talk to whoever they want to. There's no sense of guidelines, you know, to guide them just to. And I think it's important, like we do that, like to just make sure you preserve the culture. Yeah. And I'm happy that we even have one, you know.
Well, it's conversations like this that gets the ball rolling. So thank you very much, gents, for
Welcome.
your time and being on our first ever episode for Talanoa Time. We'll definitely see you in episode 2.
Santono.
Yeah? Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Naka.
Vinaka.
Thank you.
Vakalevu.